Hello, my dear CMA final students. A warm welcome to all of you. I am delighted to announce you all regarding my newly prepared material, which is exclusively for CMA final corporate financial reporting paper, which we are going to launch very soon along with my CFR course. See, the key features of this book is it covers all the concepts and gives you comprehensive approach. I told you in my CFR preparation strategy video the importance of comprehensive approach. You need to cover the entire syllabus. You should not miss major concepts. So keeping that in my mind, I try to cover all the concepts in my theory, and which will give you a comprehensive approach towards this paper. And the second important feature of this book is given problem for almost all the concepts. What happens is sometimes simple listening of theory may not help you. Only by solving some questions you will understand that concept. So therefore it is very important to solve at least one question relating to each and every concept. So I made an effort to give you the question for each and every concept. And the third important feature of this material is it covers all CMA study material questions as well as previous examinations conducted by CMA. And also CA final level questions are also covered here. So if you solve this material, you are not required to see CMA study material as well as CMA previous exam questions. Of course, selectively we have adopted some of the questions from CA final level questions. As you all know, CMA material we have only less number of questions, which may not be sufficient. That too, those questions may not cover all the concepts. So questions relating to each and every concept may not be there. So that's why we have adopted from CA final level FR, financial reporting paper. And also I think the fourth feature, which is very and important feature of this material, is it covers the lapses and missing areas of CMA study material. If you see the CMA study material, majority of the times it will not give you the complete concept of that particular standard. Majority of the times the accounting standards or the chapters are given in a summarized manner. So if you read the summary, you may not understand that concept or that standard perfectly. And majority of the times the study material may fails to give you questions relating to each and every concept. So therefore in this material I made an effort to identify those gaps, identified those lapses, missing areas, and I have presented them in my material, so that you can confidently, whatever the question comes in exams, you can easily approach. And by the way, you cannot take, sir, this concept, this question is not there in CMA study material, how can they ask in exams? See, this is a professional course. It is not that the questions, the theory which is there in the study material will only come in examination. Study material is not the parameter. So suppose they have given one accounting standard, suppose India is impairment of assets. So they have given summary in the study material, but they may ask question relating to impairment of asset from each and every concept. So therefore, simply suppose 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs or 1 page given in the study material, if I read that, is it sufficient, sir? In study material they have given only 1 question or 2 questions. If I solve that, is it sufficient, sir? No. So if you want that, you cross check it. You cross check with the examination paper, recent examination question paper along with the study material. Then you will understand, oh, so even though the question papers are unique, they are asking questions from each and every small concept, but the question, that reference point may not be there in the CMA study material. That's why it is inevitable to adopt from different sources. And I want to give you that complete understanding, so that you can confidently face the examination. And the last feature of this book is, see, it is presented in a logical sequence. for better linking and understanding the subject. I believe in learning in a progressive manner is very, very important. How to approach the particular chapter, how to approach the particular standard is very important. Unfortunately, most of the students are not learning the standards and chapter is a chapter in a proper manner. So this material, so I have tried to present the concepts in a logical sequence for better linking and understanding the subject. So these are the unique features of my material which we are going to launch very soon. Now I am going to give you the quick glance over the material. See, actually CFR material we have divided into two parts. One part is concept book, which is exclusively the theory part. Another part is question bank, where we will discuss questions. So in future, if we want to add any questions, it will be very easy for us. So keeping that in mind, we have divided this material into two parts. Okay. Now see here, suppose this is the concept book. This is how the index will be. So the entire syllabus I have divided into small chapters, so that there are total 20 chapters are there, because each index I have taken as a separate chapter. There are 12 indices are there. Now, for example, you see introduction to index, the first chapter. This is how we presented. So I am going to show you one important standard. For example, you see fair value measurement. How this fair value measurement is presented. Look at this objective first and then scope of the standard. Why this standard came, what we are going to achieve by learning this standard, that is most important. And scope, see, they may ask an MCQ question from relating to scope. So that's why scope. And then what are the important definitions, measurement of the standard, the valuation techniques, fair value hierarchy, disclosures. Like this. So suppose revenue from contracts with customers, this is another standard. Same presentation, what is the objective, what is the scope, definition of revenue and recognition, what are the different stages in recognition of revenue. See, wherever required, big paragraphs we have converted into small precise points. So we have taken the summary, we have taken the exactly what is the crux of that big paragraph, so that your learning will be easy and you can straight away focus on the important point. See, that is what we have done in this material. And you can see, you can compare this material along with study material. So then you will understand how much changes we have done. Similarly, you see, for example, I will show you one chapters, like for example, business combinations, restructuring. This is one of the important chapter, accounting for business combination and restructuring. See here, accounting part, how to do the accounting of business combinations, how to approach to solve the big practical questions. The entire theory I have converted into stepwise accounting, so that easily you can approach the practical problems. And then each and every step is elaborately explained, so that in examination, even if you solve, you may not solve the entire question. Suppose if you solve maybe 4 or 5 steps, you will get stepwise marking. That is the advantage of learning the subject in a systematic manner. And similarly, suppose stepwise acquisition. If any company is acquired stepwise, suppose if acquisition is acquired through stages, how we are going to do the accounting treatment? That concept. Reverse acquisition concept. And then what are the steps involved in reverse acquisition? Suppose what is reverse acquisition? What is example for reverse acquisition? Entirely I have given. So uniquely presented each and every concept. That too in a stepwise, so that you can easily understand the differentiation between each and every concept. And chain holding concept, cross holding concept, internal reconstruction chapter I have given as a separate chapter. Every time they're asking 7 marks question from internal reconstruction. So I covered elaborately. Actually, if you see, so many concepts are not there in CMA study material. For example, surrender of shares, they have not given any theory. So, but we adopted and we have given. Okay. Then consolidated financial statements. So types of investment, when we call any investment as subsidiary, associate, joint venture. And what are the different standards which is involved in consolidation? India is covered in this chapter. So many standards, actually 4 or 5 standards covered in consolidation chapter. Very, very important chapter. So everything is presented properly. We have adopted examples, illustrations from CMA study material. And what is the consolidation procedure of subsidiaries? 8 steps. Now each and every step is properly explained. So this stepwise treatment and explaining each and every step, so which will greatly help you in solving the practical problems. And special adjustments, all these things. Now chain holding. What is the example for chain holding? Understanding the scenario, and with this example, what is the accounting treatment in case of chain holding? And what is the accounting treatment for joint ventures? All these things we have covered. And then recent developments of financial reporting. See, actually there are 11 concepts are there in this chapter. Majority of the students are feeling this is very theory oriented chapters, last 2 chapters. Yes, but they are covering at most 10 marks, 20 marks straight away coming from this recent developments and government accounting. So to the extent I made an effort to convert these big paragraphs into small, precise, summarized points, which is exactly sufficient for examination and you can easily remember. So all these concepts, 11 concepts in this chapter, I have given in a summarized, precise manner and avoided all unnecessary theory. So straight away what is required I have given. So even if you read this much, this is more than sufficient for examination point of view. And see the question bank, sir. See, question bank also. Question bank also, the index, each and every chapter we have given questions. For example, you see India 16, problems for classroom discussion. CMA study material, illustration number 4. Like that, which source we have adopted. There are some questions, there is no source mentioned. That means they are adopted from CA final level. And we have covered previous examination questions also. So like this, each and every chapter we have given questions. Like India's 23, borrowing cost, problems for classroom discussion, like this. So like this, we have divided the CFR material into the textbook, the concept book, as well as question bank. So this is the overall CFR material regarding details. So very soon we are going to launch this CFR material along with my classes. And in the classroom, in my recorded classes, I will try to cover this entire material and hope this will be a wonderful tool to all of you to get over this paper. So I'm eagerly waiting how you are going to respond after launching of this material in my classes. So thanks for watching. So thanks for so many inquiries. Actually, I'm receiving so many inquiries from so many students regarding my CFR classes. It is very overwhelming and very thankful to all the students. So thank you so much.